Alright, so this is the Xbox 360 Elite. Recently got the E74 error and started doing the temporary hair dryer to the heatsink and the CPU, and it would fix it, and it would probably last, I don't know, all day, and then turn it off, let it sit for 4 to 6 hours, and try to turn it back on, and you'll get the same error. Well, eventually, I got this, which is the 3RROD, or the red ring of death. And I found tons of tutorials online and watched YouTube on how to do this and that, and went on ahead and replaced the CPU and the heatsink and used thermal paste, which is put away right now. And I've probably done it about 4 or 5 times, cleaned it all sorts of different ways, and no issues with it as far as cleaning it and reapplying it, but everyone will say either it should start up right away or let it run for 10 to 20 minutes to go ahead and let the thermal paste apply itself to the heatsink and the CPU, and that you should let it cool down and then it should start right back up. Again, I've done this a few times now, and I've already made the decision that I'm just going to go ahead and purchase a new Xbox, but because that I've started something and kind of want to finish it just to say that it either got fixed or it's a dud. Still want to see if I can go ahead and do this. So if anyone's got any opinions or something that they could go ahead and point out as far as what to do and what not to do, or what's worked for them, what hasn't, so that way I can try and go ahead and get this going. But if not, it's not a big deal. But yeah, there was one video where you went on ahead and you disconnected the CD-ROM and the fan, and after you applied the thermal or the Arctic Silver paste compound, whatever you want to call it, where you just had the HDMI or whatever video you have set up plus the power, turn it on, and you're supposed to get the E74 error, and then you plug everything back in, and it turned on for him, worked just fine. But real quick, I want to show you guys something for those who are going to try and take your Xbox apart. And this is a straight up do not, because you'll end up with one of these. Hang on. Alright. These X components, as you can see somewhat, well, you'll see on your Xbox, it's hooked around these pins. You need to put a flathead screwdriver in between that and basically twist, making sure that the screwdriver is not on the board, because you will ruin the board. Don't use your fingers and try and push it across to see if you can get it to pinch off, because that's exactly what I did, and you got a pretty nasty cut. And thankfully I didn't have to go to the hospital for stitches, but that bled pretty well. But if anyone's got anything that they can put in for a comment or a video that I can go ahead and watch, I'd appreciate it. Thanks.